Metabolic health is not just endurance. Endurance is really done at that first or that second gear of intensity. Metabolic health is really at its core about flexibility, right? So you want to be able to switch between fuels when you need it. You want to be able to produce energy quickly when you need it. You want to be able to clear glucose efficiently from the bloodstream, from the plasma when you need it. And the other thing you want to think about is like, can your body tolerate spikes in demand or spikes in stress, right? Demand and stress kind of like, two sides of the same coin, right? So I'll use those words interchangeably. If you're always avoiding high intensity work, you'll build that gear 1 and gear 2, right? That aerobic efficiency, which is wonderful. We all should be doing that. But you may, like without knowing, undertrain that capacity, that rapid glycolytic capacity, okay? And so that glycolytic capacity really matters when, let's say, you've had a really high carbohydrate meal and you want to be able to dispose of that glucose after that meal. It matters for your confidence in your athleticism, right? Like that, you're going to hear me talk a lot about this concept of like body trust. You want to have athletic confidence or this idea of trust in your body, which is, of course, going to lead to like down the line fall prevention, right? In your later decades, your ability to produce power. This is very, very important. You need to be, because you are a powerful MFer, right? Like you want to be able to produce power. And you also want to be able to have nervous system resilience. And intensity, appropriately dosed, teaches your body how to handle stress, or how to handle demand is another way of saying that, right? Avoiding stress does not build resilience. And I don't know why, but we're having another resurgence of like, but what about cortisol spikes online, which like gives me all the angry ticks. But avoiding stress does not build resilience. It actually just makes you weaker with time. If you avoid lifting weights, like your muscles don't get stronger, they get weaker. Your joints don't get stronger, they get weaker, right? So strategic stress is the key, right? So we want to be intentionally dosing that intensity, right? So I'm going to give you like a whole thing on, how to apply this. But for right now, think about once a week, one controlled discomfort session. Okay. So Juliet will call this the pain cave, as I mentioned, but you must go into that pain cave and just get it done. So if you're a beginner, that might look like 10 seconds of something really, really hard, right? That could be, I actually really like the bike for a beginner because you are minimizing impact, and running is very hard to do well, et cetera, with technique. But something where you have a predicted line of drive, like a bike basically controls the way that you're projecting force. So 10 seconds, maximum 20, but 10 to start if you're a beginner. Hard, like all out, ovaries to the wall, you are pushing it. And then like 3 to 4 minutes of a full recovery. And then maybe you do 4 rounds of that. Okay. Intermediate is going to be kind of the same thing, like 10 to 20 seconds, all out, ovaries to the wall, right? But maybe instead of, 4 rounds, you're doing like 6 to 8. And if you're advanced, instead of doing 6 to 8, now you're doing like 8 to 10. Okay. So it's like 10 to 20 seconds, all out, really, really hard. And then you're doing 8 to 10 times of that. Now, recovery, as you know, is super important. You need to recover fully in between those intervals. And the way that I typically will monitor that is through heart rate. So you want to bring your heart rate down into like a zone 3, 2, right? If you're gearing up to like zone 4, 5, in those recovery periods, you want to bring your heart rate like that 2 to 3 minute rest in between each interval, bringing your heart rate zone 2, zone 3. If you're not fully recovering in between the intervals, you're just training fatigue. Okay. You're not training signaling. You're not training lactate. Okay. So just something to keep in mind.